Today, we're diving into a single patent that, honestly, solves one of the most common frustrations in our remote world. It's such an elegant solution to a problem we all face, and it could unlock some absolutely massive business opportunities for the right company.
You know the drill, right? We've all been there. That painful back and forth trying to give simple directions over a video call. It seems like a small thing in the moment, but when you scale that communication breakdown across an entire industry, you're suddenly looking at a multi-million-dollar problem.
Now imagine it's not just your friend trying to find the right HDMI cable. Picture an expert mechanic trying to walk a farmer through a critical repair, or a senior engineer guiding a new hire on an oil rig. In these high-stakes situations, that little communication gap leads to costly equipment downtime, expensive travel, and, critical mistakes.
So here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we'll get a closer look at this whole pointer problem and the patent that just solves it. Then we'll explore some real-world applications that are total game changers and map out a clear path to monetization. And to wrap it up, we'll show you exactly how to connect with the innovators behind this.
Okay, so the solution is U.S. patent number 11,977,694B2. And really, at its core, it's a beautifully simple answer to that really complex problem we just talked about.
The easiest way to think about what this patent protects is as a virtual finger. It's a system that lets an expert, sitting anywhere on the planet, control a physical light beam, kind of like a laser pointer, in a totally different location. This gives clear, can't-miss visual instructions right on the physical object itself. No more confusion.
And this patent diagram shows just how elegantly it all works. See, on one end, you've got a device that's capturing video and projecting the light. On the other end, a remote expert is watching that live feed and using a controller to aim the beam. It's an instant, super intuitive link that shows the person on site exactly what to do.
But here's where it gets really powerful. The patent's claims go way beyond just a simple dot of light. They protect projecting geometric shapes, so you can circle a specific bolt or even use two light sources to measure distance. And this is crucial, it's incredibly forward-looking, explicitly covering integration into wearable apparel like smart glasses. This means the entire ecosystem is protected, the hardware, the software, and the method itself.
So how does this actually translate into the real world? This is where this tech goes from being just a clever idea to a tool that can completely disrupt entire industries.
First up, let's talk about the telehealth market. Virtual care is absolutely booming, but one of its biggest hurdles is the doctor's inability to give precise physical guidance during a remote exam.
This quote straight from the patent document just brings this whole use case to life. Imagine a doctor guiding a patient. Instead of vague directions, they can literally place a point of light on the patient's back and say, "Put the sensor right here." The potential to improve diagnostic accuracy here is just immense.
For a market leader like Teladoc, this isn't about building a whole new platform. It's a high-value, premium feature they can license and integrate. It boosts accuracy, cuts down on unnecessary in-person visits, and gives them a powerful competitive edge in a really crowded space.
Next up, let's switch gears to the industrial world and this whole connected worker movement. This is all about giving frontline workers access to remote experts to keep incredibly complex machinery up and running.
The patent literally envisions an expert mechanic 1,000 miles away guiding a farmer through a tractor repair by pointing to the exact component that needs fixing. We're talking about getting instant expertise directly to the front lines, no matter where in the world that is.
For industrial platforms like Blitz or Augmenteer, which mostly rely on drawing on a screen, this is a total game changer. A physical light beam is visible in broad daylight, it's hands-free, and it provides an undeniable marker right on the equipment. It's a huge differentiator that slashes travel costs and gets machines back online way faster.
And finally, let's look to the future, because this is where the patent's vision really shines: consumer electronics and augmented reality.
Just like we saw in the claims, this patent was literally designed from the ground up for wearables. It specifically mentions integration into glasses, helmets, and other head-mounted gear. It was built for what's coming next.
For a company like Meta or even GoPro, this tech completely transforms their hardware. Suddenly, a pair of smart glasses isn't just a passive camera, it's an active, two-way collaboration tool. This could unlock an entire pro product line, opening up huge, high-value markets in remote training, coaching, and expert assistance.
Okay, so we've seen the applications. Now let's talk business. How does this patent become a real, tangible, strategic asset for a major industry player? Well, the strategic targets fall into two pretty clear tiers. Tier 1 is for companies where this technology is just a perfect, game-changing fit. Think Teladoc adding a premium feature, Blitz getting a physical edge over competitors, or Meta finally cracking a professional pro market for its glasses. Then you've got Tier 2, with a company like GoPro, where this is a supernatural and high-value extension of their camera and light systems for coaching.
And here it is. This is the single most important number for any potential acquirer or licensee. This patent doesn't expire until July 2041. Let that sink in. That is nearly 2 decades of market exclusivity to build, dominate, and monetize a whole new category. That kind of runway is incredibly rare and unbelievably valuable.
So the takeaway here is pretty clear. This isn't just some small improvement. It is a foundational patent. It provides the core technology to finally bridge the gap between our digital world and the physical one.
Look, a foundational patent with this much runway is a rare opportunity. And this isn't some theoretical thing. It's an actionable one, with a direct line to the innovators who created it.
So, if you want to explore licensing or even acquiring this patent, you can connect directly with the innovators. Their contact information is right there on the screen, and we'll have it in the description as well.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought. The technology to point anywhere in the world, from anywhere in the world, is here. The only question left is, how is your company going to use it to lead the next wave of innovation?